a beautiful sound to be awoken to. Y'all, last night I was blazed. Okay, blazed. My sister texts me that she's having issues with my mom. Because basically my mom is bipolar and she keeps flip-flopping between my sister has to pay for everything. She's 13. My sister has to pay for everything. She has to pay for her own clothes, her own food, her own shampoo, everything. And then like a couple days later, my mom will take us on a shopping spree and like be in a manic, like spending so much money, like get whatever you want, like let's go out to eat. The next week she's back to like telling my sister that she has to pay for everything on her own and that like she doesn't have access to her money. Like, yeah, she's just being very bipolar. So last night when my sister called me about this concern, because like my mom was texting her and just like stressing my sister out, so I called my grandma. You know, I called in backup. I was like, I've been the middleman between my mom and my sister for so long, like I need backup. So blazed, I start talking to my grandma about like what we're gonna do about my mom, because she has been weaning herself off her meds and it's like not good. We kind of discussed that for a bit, and then who calls me? This man I met while I was camping this past weekend, and I told the story about the camping trip, and then I took the video down because I was like, if anyone from the trip sees it, like, I don't know, I just can't risk that. Maybe I'll put it back up, I don't know. But basically, I met a boy on this camping trip. I also got cussed out by my dad on this camping trip, and he's trying to control me, and he's telling me that smoking weed is like a gateway drug, and he like thinks I'm a terrible role model on my sister. So I just realized like I have issues on both sides. Me and my mom are better now, but growing up we definitely fought a lot. We also got along, but like I'm just realizing I have hella mommy issues, hella daddy issues, abandonment issues from my father, for real, because my dad abandoned us when my mom was like abusing drugs and like very mentally ill. My dad literally just abandoned us, like he moved out. He disappeared, like the man was nowhere to be found. Just kidding, we knew where he was living, but we're kids, we don't have cars, we don't have access to him, he's not coming to save us. Like my dad just abandoned us with my poor mentally ill mother. So I'm just realizing like, damn, I like probably have a lot of trauma from that I'm having to heal and work through, and I feel like I've come very far, which I'm grateful for. I had my own back. I was there for me when no one else was, and that's maybe why I'm super into like psychology and yoga and self-help and all that, because I see that people struggle and I want to help them. Anyways, as I was on the phone with my grandma, my weekend camping man calls. He's like joking, like asking if I remember him, and then he's like talking about the weekend. He's like, is that ringing a bell? I'm like, yeah. Like I just didn't have the energy to like play along. I didn't know how he wanted me to play along. I felt like I was kind of awkward, but I literally didn't care. I'm like, I'm just gonna be myself, and like if he wants to be him and say those things, I'm gonna be me and say what I want to say. He lets me go rock climbing. I'm not really a rock climber, never have been. I've been forced to go by boys that I've dated. Well, one boy, two boys, wow, yeah. I've been forced to go by boys that I've dated, and it's fine, but like we're going with a group. And every time this man asks to see me, it's like always in a group setting. I don't know, just the way he like speaks sometimes, I'm like, he's kind of, I'm not gonna say it. So I was like, honestly, I have to think about it. Like, I don't know if I want to go rock climbing. Like, I'm being so honest. Like, can you give me some time to think about it? Like, can I sleep on it? And he was like, wow, like I see, okay, like kind of like sad, disappointed. But I'm like, you just called me and asked me to go rock climbing out of the blue with a bunch of strangers. Like I know you and your sister, but like give me some time. Like holy. Then he proceeds to ask me, like it felt like an interrogation. He's like, do you smoke a lot of weed, Amy? Like the way he said my name after it was like, I literally felt like I was like in trouble, and I was like, I used to, but not really anymore. A lie. And then he's like, okay, like you should bring edibles for so-and-so, even though so-and-so's partner doesn't want so-and-so to get high. And I was like, but they're going to, like, they don't have that level of like, I don't know, it just made me like think about relationship dynamics. And I'm like, if I'm with someone who doesn't love me and accept me as I am, and is like trying to control me by being like, oh, don't do that, you shouldn't do that, like Is that a fun relationship to be in? Where you have to like hide parts of yourself and like hide things from them and lie to them? Like, are y'all enjoying these relationships? I know when I get into a relationship, I'm gonna want to be completely open and honest with the person. And if they're judging me for stuff, like, why is that my life partner? I don't know. And then I was like getting the vibe from this man that like he would be the same way. He would be like low-key judging everything I did, and like, and that is what we call projection. Because my father's the same way. He projects these terrible things that I do, literally just smoking weed, onto me. Meanwhile, I was about to start airing my father's dirty laundry out, but I feel like I shouldn't, at least not yet. Meanwhile, he's no saint himself. What a hypocrite. So yeah, I'm a lot to handle at the moment. Like, I'm processing having a very traumatic childhood with two parents who are very like emotionally stunted and immature, and like daddy issues to the max. I'm like ignoring every phone call and text from my father at the moment. I've got, yeah, daddy issues, childhood trauma, using weed to like heal myself and to cope. And yeah, I'm just a lot to handle right now. It's definitely gonna take like one amazing person to handle me. That's why I'm like not dating or like looking for dates or anything. And like when people ask me out, I'm like, because I'm like, you don't know what you're getting into with me. Like, you don't know what you're getting into with me. I'm a lot to handle. And I'm also very picky about my type. So, what a crazy thing to wake up to. What a fun start to the day. Yes, I shave my face. I feel like it helps products go on better. I do short, gentle strokes. I just can't get over how hypocritical that was to be like, do you smoke a lot of weed, Amy? Maybe he wasn't judging me though. Maybe that was me thinking he was judging me, but he really wasn't. I don't know. I'm just like, you better not be judging me for smoking weed. He kind of was though. I feel like some people have a very different view of marijuana than like what I view it as. I mean, obviously if you're just like using it to escape your life, like in that case, yeah, maybe like redecide like what purpose you're using weed for. But look at me. I'm doing great in life. I'm doing so great in life. And yet people think that weed is like this a terrible thing. It's like, not always. I'm using it medicinally to help myself. It's just so interesting that like it's my dad and now it's this guy. It's just making me have to be very confident in my decision to smoke and very confident in like the benefits and like what I'm using it for. I am confident. Thank you very much. I don't know what to do about this boy who asked me out on Instagram. Should I just go out with him? Like, I feel like I really should not be dating right now. I'm in a stage of life where, like I said, it's gonna take like the most amazing, understanding, loving, attractive, rich, funny man on earth to pull me. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. So for now, it's just me, myself, and I, and like I'm okay with that, you know? Wow. You're welcome. This shit makes your face white. The day lotion like makes you look like ghost face. Like I get flashbacks of my ex. No, I'm just kidding. They tell you not to blend it in too much, but like, Lord, honey, I'm not trying to have gum on my face. Can you see it? It makes you like glossy and like pale, but it keeps my skin pretty non-acne. So fit check. Both items are from PacSun because I'm a basic bitch. I clean my room every single day and it ends up back like this, which isn't terrible, but like, I just love to clean. I hate to keep it clean. You wanna see my new morning routine since I'm unemployed? I come and sit my cozy ass right here and I pull out this bad boy and I edit videos because that's all I have going for me in life right now. If you're wondering why I spend so much time in my room and not in the living room or the kitchen, it's because the kitchen smells like ass. I don't know what my roommate is buying and letting rot in the fridge, but like, our kitchen just has a stench and I hate it. I keep getting sad about the idea of moving out because I like my room, but there's so many other things that I hate about this place that I'm excited to leave. Like the fucking stench. So I have to bring my snack in here. On today's menu, we have honeydew. Do not replicate my cutting method. I promise it doesn't work well. The benefits of having long nails. Don't worry, I keep them clean. No one else is eating this except for me. When I was younger, I was like a freely girl and like a vegan YouTuber girly. And I was like, I can't wait to move out and afford all these fruit and vegetables for every meal. So younger me would be in heaven. And honestly, honeydew is only gross when you're eating it in like a medley, you know? It's like, if it's not fresh and it's like mixed with other fruit, it's like got a bad rap for a reason. But when you buy it fresh and cut it yourself, it's actually very sweet and delicious. Kind of like cantaloupe, but like a little different. I don't know why I like cantaloupe. I love melon. There's no more room left in my bowl, but I don't want to go back out to the kitchen. I'm so unhinged and like, yet people still like me. Which is the strangest realization because I always use that as an excuse to like not make friends. But the weirder I am, I've noticed the more people I attract that want to be my friend. And maybe it's because I'm just like real. I'm just like so real. Does anyone else just like get the urge sometimes? Joking. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I give other people permission to also be themselves. At least that's my hope. But I'm seeing how I feel about rock climbing tonight. It could be great. It could be a disaster. Oh my gosh. I'm literally gonna cut myself. I still need to respond to those men who asked me out via Instagram direct message. I don't know what to say. I'm like, should I just go for fun? Or is that gonna like give him the wrong idea? I just know that I'm like such a catch, and like I said, it's gonna take freaking a god to like come down and pull me, you know? And I think we should all have that confidence and that belief in ourselves. I don't think any of us should settle for less than what we want. I just got this swimsuit. It was like $50 and it's probably too small. I can't really figure out how to get the top to fit. If I could untangle this stupid thing, I could show you. There we go. It turned into a transition. Like, I'm literally naked right now. Like, how does it even... Like, there's no way this is correct. Because it's just all, like, out. I will figure this out. That swimsuit was not it. And this one is nipply, but it's okay. It's just an apartment pool. Honeydew, more like honey, do you even know what you're doing in life? Let's go. I'm low-key bored. That's enough sunshine for the day. You know what I do when Did you hear my knees? Yeah, when you hear that random popping, it's my knees. Fun fact. I'm gonna need a freaking knee replacement at like 30. I already know. My tendons are gonna snap right out of place. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. No. I eat a whole honeydew and then wonder why I'm running to the bathroom with diarrhea every hour. See you in a sec. Now look at all this space I have. It's so big. And echoey, holy shit. Now I just have to take my yoga mat. And we're good to go. Do I need all of this space to do yoga? No. But do I want it? Yes. Okay. I don't know if electric lighters work on incense, but we'll find out. It does work.
Don't forget the basics, man. That whole day still gets paid exactly what I did. And that's everything else that I have.
Tell me why I've been waiting for a phone call from this man all day long, or a text, or like literally anything. And he calls me and I answer and I'm like, hi. Immediately, like, the call fails or ends. Like, beep, beep, beep. I look at my phone, it's my lock screen. I'm like, what the hell? The universe is testing me. And the universe thinks it's really funny. Really funny. I guess I'll just fucking sit and wait. I always end up here, waiting for a man to call me. when will I learn my lesson? If you're waiting on him and you're not getting that reassurance and communication from him, it's probably not the one, you know? This man is very scatterbrained, I've learned. And I'm the opposite. Like, I can be, but I also like to keep people in the know. And I like to be informed. And I like to, like, be on top of things. And he's like a freaking napkin in the wind. Like, he blows wherever the wind takes him. I don't know if I can deal with that, you know? And I don't know if he could, like, give me what I need. Maybe it's for the best that he doesn't call me back, you know? It's just frustrating. Paul, if you're out there, call me back. Y'all aren't gonna believe this shit. Oh my god, listen up. So Paul calls me, right? And he's like, what's something you wanna do before you die? And I was like, go skydiving, have a baby. He's like, oh, you want a baby? I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, oh, interesting, like, you used to be bisexual and you, like, want a baby now, like. I was like, well, I've always wanted a baby. I could have a baby being with a girl, like, there's such thing as sperm donors. And he was like, but that's, like, not your baby with your partner. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, that's, like, kind of why I'm dating men now. Like, I think I want to create a human with a person that I love. And I also feel like there's a good balance between, like, men and women. They have, like, different, I don't know, like, demeanors, outlooks on life. Like, you know, it's, like, a good balance of, like, masculine and feminine. Not that gay couples and lesbian couples don't have that, but, like, that I just feel like I need that. The man literally says, and I kid you not, yeah, because women are more emotional and men are more logical. I was like, you did not just say that. I said his name and I said, you did not just say that. And then he started to, like, defend it and, like, give examples, and, like, I could see, like, kind of what he meant. And, like, women are more caring and men are more, like, I don't know, like, that was, like, the generalization he was going for. But it's just, like, the more I speak to this man, the more I'm like, so I don't think we're good for each other. So, like, I think we have, like, drastically different worldviews, and, like, that could be beautiful and amazing if it, like, benefited each other, but I just don't think it's a beneficial scenario in our specific case. I just don't think it's gonna work out. And he keeps, like, making plans and then, like, changing his mind. So it's crazy how quick things change. Like, 1 second you, like, think you love the person and you, like, not love, that was a strong word, but 1 minute you're, like, excited to get to know them, and the next minute they say women are more emotional and men are more logical, and you're just like, ooh, that one hurt a bit. That one hurt a bit. Paul, he literally said he learned it at his health class in college. I'm like, your professor did not say men are more logical and women are more emotional. Like, do you know in how many instances I've been in a group of women who are way more sound and logical than the men, and the ideas that we women come up with, the men are like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, do you know how many men react out of emotion, that emotion being anger? I was like, I think it varies person to person, and, like, some people are more logical, some people are more emotional. I don't think it's gender specific. Like, that was just, like, that threw me for a fucking loop. I'm like, Paul, not Paul. Not Paul. And now I'm back to square fucking one. Single. No prospects. I don't even know how to go about this. It's like every time we talk, I'm like calling him out for something and he's like, I don't know, we're just like realizing that we're like very different people. Update, he just called me and asked if I wanted to come do sales with him down south next week. But he was like, when was the last time you smoked weed? And I was like, literally last night. He's like, oh, they drug test. So it's just not meant to be. But anyways, I'm attaching a clasp to my necklace so I can wear it. Anyways, this man is so interesting. He invited me to a bachelorette viewing party tonight at like 8:30 or 9, but then he's like, I might not go. I'm like, do you even like want to ever see me again? Like, he loves to call me on the phone, but like, does he ever want to see me? I don't think so. Am I gonna become a door-to-door salesman with this man I just met? Possibly. You know what's crazy also? This morning I was literally thinking, like, if all else fails, I'll get like a sales job. Like, I really love business, I really love money, I really love selling. Like, I just feel like that could be like a good way to learn like how to sell, and then I could like eventually do my own thing, but I need like that sales experience first. And then he literally calls me and is like giving me a sales job, and he's like literally figuring everything out for me. And I'm reading this book called Think and Grow Rich, and it literally is about how getting rich starts with a thought, and then you have to have a burning desire backed by faith that it will come true, and then you have to be open-minded and like believe it and feel it before it can happen. It's like manifestation, basically. Like the secret is to believe out hard enough that you will do anything to get it, and you believe it will come so strongly that nothing sets you back. You just get closer and closer to it, even if it takes 5 years, 10 years. Like, you never stop believing. And that's how everyone gets rich. That's how all inventions have been created. Belief that it is possible and that you will achieve it. So I'm really learning that lesson right now. I'm just like putting it out to the universe. Like, I want to make a lot of money. I want to get good at sales. Like, even if I don't even end up taking this job, it's like literally just proof that what I'm thinking is becoming reality. Thoughts are like in the ethers. They're like in a different like dimension almost. But then through human like desire and action, they become manifested in the real world. Just an interesting realization I've had. So am I gonna become a salesman with this man? We'll see. I learned in my psychology class that there's a thing called like intermittent reward, which is basically like gambling. Like, you get rewarded not every time. So when you do get rewarded, it's like miss, 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 jackpot, miss, miss, miss. And then during those misses, you're just waiting on that jackpot. You just want that reward. And it's like, when it's intermittent, you know it'll come. You just don't know when it'll come again. So you just sit there and keep hitting. And just like, that's me with boys, is what I've realized. Like, I really like men who make me feel like so unsure if they're ever gonna respond to me again. It's addicting. It's like so many hours will pass, days will pass, like weeks will pass sometimes, and I'm just like in the back of my mind, like, is he ever gonna text me again? And it's like, he does. He always does. That's the thing. They always come back. And then it's like, I get that dose of reward, like, oh, he paid attention to me again, and then gone, nothing. And it's like, is it gonna come back? Is it gonna come back? Like, is he gonna come back? Boom, he comes back. It's like, you just get higher with each comeback and lower with each phase in between. And it is a terrible addiction. Anyways, all this to say, Paul is coming over. Paul is coming over. I don't actually know what's going on. First, he invited me rock climbing. Later, he invited me to a bachelorette viewing party. Later, he texted and asked if I could go to a place in Salt Lake. I almost just said it. What's the word? A suburban area of Salt Lake. Is that the right word? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I said, sure. Where are you? He said, I'm in southern Utah. Should I come to you? I'm like, sure. Send the Addy. Men always say send the Addie. Maybe it's because Addie is a girl's name and all men do is think about other women. No, I'm just kidding. Send the Addie. The Addie was sent. Now he's supposedly on his way. Do I trust him? I don't know. I don't know if I trust him. Oh my gosh, this man that gave me the shrooms that was also on the trip that I low-key like went out with one time, but then never told him how I really felt like I didn't see anything between us. I just like let things be awkward. He just texted me. What did he say? He's an interesting guy. He just said the actual reason for me reaching out was to get you your book back. And I'm like, thank God, because I love that book. And I let him borrow it. And I thought that after I like showed I wasn't interested in him at all, I was worried I wouldn't see it back, but I'm going to get it back apparently. It's called Loving What Is by Byron Katie. Highly recommend. It changed my life. Okay, is this real life? Am I really going to spend time with this man who's given me lots of reasons that I shouldn't spend time with him? Yes, I am. I'm so used to filming over here because usually there's like light through the window, but it's really dark right now. It's almost 9 p.m. Who am I kidding? I literally like, time does not exist for me anymore. I'm just living in the flow of things. And it's a great time. I don't even know what it is about this guy that I like. I feel like I need to like sap his energy. Not like in an evil way, but like he's such a people person. He's very outgoing and friendly. And I'm like, I need that quality. And I've been developing it lately. But I feel like being around him, it'll like rub off on me in more ways than one. Just kidding. He said on my way. I thought he left 15 minutes ago. Oh well, time is irrelevant. I'm gonna peace out right now and enjoy my evening. Have a lovely day.